It looks amazing.
It is. I mean, it's what you would expect in Texas, right?
You want to give us a tour? I'll put you on the full screen.
Oh, damn it. Gray, are you sure we should be live?
Yeah, I've put it live. Why not?
You should have given Darren a chance to put some pants on, man.
Well, we're live now. You can start.
Okay, so here we are at the wonderful Nelco Comics. We're Texas, so we have Darren the Wall. I don't know. We may wind up putting like a Wolverine mask or a Batman mask on these at some point, but it's meant to be like a speakeasy comic store. It's a little dark in here because that is what we're trying to accomplish. It's, or what Phil's trying to, I'm just trying to help Phil.
Oh, wow. Bill, dude, sorry to interrupt, but there's horrendous feedback from you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it sounds right to me. I've got no feedback. That could be on your end, Darren.
Darren, are you still getting feedback from me?
Oh, I know what it is. Don't worry. I know what it is. It's my fault. Yeah, you're right. I've got rid of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Darren, for freaking me out.
Right.
I'm already like freaked out.
Dumbass.
It's the first time we've done this. But no, and Phil is on his way back from New York right now. So I'm actually hoping he can get here in time to be on the podcast. Phil and I are both film and video guys. Well, Phil, in a much bigger sense, he does jumbotrons and all sorts of big equipment. He was just in New York and made one of his biggest deals ever. So, I'm betting he'll be in a really good mood when he gets here. Hopefully he doesn't think I've torn his store up. I don't think I have. I don't know. No,
have you broken in?
Yeah, I'm getting there. I just started last week, so.
You working there, or you trespassed?
I'm helping him. Well, since he runs a major company, I'm helping him on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, the major days. Right. Well, Wednesday is a big deal here because that's comic book day. So my idea, we don't have new comics yet. We may at some point, like the big ones, but as of yet, we don't. But my idea is if we're open Wednesdays, maybe we'll get people over here to spend their comic book money before they go over there. Because we have better comics. I mean, we have the classics. We have everything from gold and silver, platinum, bronze, to the current day. I don't know. What are we calling that, this age? The trash age? I don't know. But I'll leave that up to you. But it's a wonderful venue. I brought my computer down so we get a really good view, and of course my phones are still messed. Well, my old Apple iPhone 8 is not bad, but my more current 11 has really seen far better days. But it's we also here before we really start. Okay, I'm going to take requests. You guys tell me what you want to hear. I have Goody Two Shoes by Adamant. I have Desperado by the Eagles. I have I Get Around by the Beach Boys. I have Satisfaction.
I wouldn't put any music on. You just get a copyright claim on my channel.
Oh, I'll just say it's just background music. It just happens to be in the venue. Is that cool?
Yeah, that doesn't stop me from getting copyright disputes from YouTube.
You can hum it, Bill.
Well, I wanted to have. Actually, since it's in the background, I'm not doing it on purpose. It just happens to be.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They still. It doesn't affect their rules. They don't care why you're doing it. That doesn't concern them how you're doing it. They just give you a copyright strike for doing it.
Well, damn. Okay, I won't put it on.
Yeah.
Maybe we can. No, we should. We could probably play Galaxian, but I have to figure out a way to get the thing over there. But we're good. We're good. I'm here now.
I think it's brilliant. I think Gray.
Yeah.
Gray needs to make this the Grey Man's Channel's headquarters, that building, and we should meet monthly there.
Come on
down. I'd hardly be able to afford it.
Well, here's the thing. I think we're going to start selling online, and I would love to find a way to have some kind of annex between like Darren's Splat Comics and us, or something where he can sell his British stuff to us and we can sell our American stuff to him and his supporters, or something like that. I would love that, because I do believe, here's the thing. Americans love British comics and Brits love American comics. Yet there's not an easy trading place. I mean, people are trying, and Mark has a really good deal going on right now, I know. But there needs to be something that's a lot easier. And sadly, the postage between our two countries is freaking insane. So it really doesn't, unless it's a major book, you're buying a lot, it doesn't make a lot of sense. So maybe we can do it through the stackable thing that Mark has going, or something like that. That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
If we could stack sales from here to there. I'm honestly trying to make money for Mark. Thank you, guys. For Mark also, but for Phil. And I do think Phil has such a wonderful assortment. I will pull some of the comics off the wall to show. He's got a beautiful Hulk number 3, 4, 5, and 6. I mean, they're gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous. He has Spider-Man 1 and 3.5 condition slab. He has, which is actually, I think, a really good deal, only $3,500, which, I mean, yeah, I think that's pretty good. And it does have a rip on the cover, but it did come back a 3.5 from CGC. So, that does mean something. He also has a rare Joker appearance from the 40s, and not rare, but a rare cover appearance, I should say. But I'll bring those down, and I will show those during the podcast once we really get going. But hopefully Kyle will be here soon, and and who is Mark's coming tonight for an hour, right? That'll be great. Yeah. So hopefully we can, have some real comic fun, as they say. But I'm looking forward to today a lot, because, this is my first test of trying to run the store and do a comic podcast at the same time. So hopefully everything will be great.
Have you been left in charge?
Yeah, it's kind of scary, right? Yeah, Phil will probably right that ship as soon as he sees me, doing, what are you doing? But Phil's a great guy. He's a good friend, close friend. And I think this is a good fit for me. We haven't had a lot of business yet since I've been here, because we haven't really gotten the word out yet, but we will. And we're also in a fringe area of the downtown scene here. It's actually very close to the Arts District, so it's a great place to have a show, or to have a store and a show in this case. But no, it's I honestly think I'm getting up to 200 likes and loves on every video I'm doing here. So I'm hoping that'll bring them some business. The funny thing is I have people all over the country and all over the world asking me if we'll do, online sales. Well, we are probably going to get to that point, because I think that might be how I can do Phil the most good, but we'll see. But it's in its infancy. So we'll see how this week goes, and I'll get more feedback from Phil when he gets back from New York City. That's a joke here in Texas, but that's for another time. But
if your pal needs any advice on internet selling, he's more than welcome to ask me all about it.
Who said that?
That's the Splat.
No, that's you. Oh, thank you. I thought you were reading out. Oh, thank you. We'll definitely ask you, my friend. But we don't have. We do have toys. We have a few pops, nothing major. Well, I mean, they are major, and they're actually at a really good price. They're all $20. But we also have, like, rarer toys. Like, we have this G.I. Joe equipment from the mid-'70s, mint in the box. That's $400. Or we can talk something if anyone wants it out there. But now, it's funny. Now I'm kind of in, I wouldn't call it huckster mode, but I'm in salesman mode now, and I kind of like it. I kind of dig it. It's not what I do with my advertising business, of course, but it goes back to my roots, running 2 stores for the Dungeon, which used to be a thing here. So, I'm really happy that, I'm able to show off this place for Phil and for all the people of San Antonio that don't know we have such a cool comic store. Let me run over here real quick.
Where's he gone? Have you been, Darren? Busy?
I've been so lazy. I've got. Well, I tell you what, you can tell it's Christmas. The orders have dipped. It's a little bit Christmas, and it's a little bit. I mean, obviously, I've been selling the same stock for this is the 8th month, I think. So, despite the fact that the price is getting a little bit cheaper all the time, obviously the stock is getting a bit fatigued.
There's less to make me want to spend my money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So it gets cheaper, but you've already been through it several times. So
Yeah.
So but the plan was to stop selling at the end of this month anyway, the end of December. That's always been the plan, to replenish.
Yeah.
So it's getting a little bit fatigued at exactly the right time, because that's the time I wanted to replenish anyway.
Yeah. I'm not going to be too active tonight because I've got to go and do the dinner for me and my nieces. So I'll wait for the other guys to turn up so I can let them in, and then just leave you chatting to yourselves.
Cool. Is there any way that we can manage the big screen, little screen?
Yeah, well, if I'm here to do it, if I'm not, then no.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got to get on. Also, we're doing a Christmas movie a night as well, so we got to watch a Christmas movie as well. So that's a bit awkward.
Right. Oh no, is that not working anymore? I'm trying to do a little advert on Facebook right now, and there's a feature called @highlight.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know how it works, and I managed to get it to work once, but it won't work again. So I don't know if there's a limit on how many times you can use it or what. But
don't ask me, mate.
No,
I have no idea.
I'm not very good on Facebook either. But if I can just share it to a couple of groups, that might just help, because we're like 1 minute away from official go live time.
Yeah. I'll put you on big screen if you want to start saying some stuff well, not many people.
Well, I'm hoping that Carl turns up and Bill comes back and Mark joins. He's there.
He's doing some work, I think.
British comics is what I'm looking for. Here we go. British comics vintage. Not sure which is the one. You know what? They can all have it.
Geeky Pop's here. Did you get any sales in America?
Me?
Yeah.
Do you know I've never had a single sale to America?
Last week you were talking about it. Someone was looking at your site or so, weren't they? I wondered if they
no. The guy made an account, but he didn't buy anything. But that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
So I'm bringing a small pile over, but this is some of the stuff that we have like in droves.
The Pharaoh is here.
The Lone Ranger, Dell Comics. Hey, Mark. Long time no see.
Oh, cool. Mark's here.
Mark's here. And
awesome.
Look at these gems. These are really gorgeous. Now this isn't a big deal, but
we've gone slow
like
there.
Marvel Tales. We have Marvel Superheroes, Men of War. Man Bat.
Oh yeah, you can put that one on my pile. Put the Metamorpho on my pile, Bill. All the Metamorpho can go on my pile, yeah?
Okay, you got it. You got it. The great pile.
Have you got some pictures on the wall? You got some pictures over some shelves for us?
Yeah. I will do that. I will do that.
Yeah, we're expecting shelf with our pictures on it, Bill.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. You will get that. You will get, I promise you. So, Mark, what do you think of my new hangout?
I love it. I love the lighting.
And well,
it's awesome.
Once you come in and you get used to the lights, it's fine. I worry about people being able to see the comics that we have in the case and on the wall well, but I can always get them out. Or
if they're interested, you can get them out.
Yeah. What's the poor dead deer on the wall?
Yes, and I do think they're kind of weird because they're kind of losing some of their taxidermy because they've probably been hanging for so long. So I'm hoping that we get like a Wolverine mask for this one, a Batman mask for the, because my friend AJ is now doing these things in 3D printing. So I would love to have a Wolverine, as it would be, or a Wolverine.
But where's Kyle? I don't know what Kyle's doing.
Well, you know what? He sent us a couple of messages, didn't he, on the chat, and I've not seen him for a day or two, and the last thing he said was about his mum. So
yeah,
I'm wondering if he's usually the first on, you know.
Yeah.
I think he might not be making it tonight.
Yeah, possible.
I think you're right. It's quite unusual for him not to be first. So maybe his mum's for the worse.
Yeah. Well, if we go like we assume that he's not going to turn up, and then he does, then fantastic. But we should probably get going. What do you think?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. I'm starting as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I'm so pleased to see you here, Mark. Finally, have you been watching the show?
I have been watching the show, yes, and I've been looking at all the comics you've been showing and go, mine.
Yeah. Well, I've got a little space for you on the shelf. It's already got some stuff in it already. Have you seen your photo?
Yes, I have. I saw it. Yeah.
Let's see.
I hope Santa brings you a new camera for Christmas, Darren. You're very grainy.
Oh no, it's because the laptop's so old. My dad gave it to me ages ago. You
didn't get a nice camera like Mark's got. Mark's crystal clear on his picture today.
I know. I don't know what's going on, man. Usually not good.
Can you put me up big screen, Gray?
Yeah.
Because I've got to do a couple of things. First of all, I've got to do a striptease.
Oh
God, I've joined at the wrong time.
Right, I've got to go and do some cooking.
Can you see this?
So I'll be mute. Oh, Splat t-shirt.
This was a t-shirt I had printed years ago for some comic conventions, but I was a lot slimmer then. So I'm going to take it off and cover up with the proper t-shirt. Now I've shown it.
Just when we got rid of Kyle, we've got another stripper on.
And the next thing I wanted to do was get rid of this guy. This is the old Mark.
What's wrong with that one?
What's your name tonight, Mark?
Mark El Farouk Sabat.
Why is it that?
Because I've just been to Egypt.
That's your new photo.
Well captured, mate. Well captured. You didn't get my camels and my harem, though.
And this is the pile I've been saving for so long. Just to show you. Because you mentioned Flash Gordon. Tell me more. I mean, I'm assuming that you like Flash Gordon, so tell us more.
Flash Gordon. I've got quite a lot of Flash Gordons. One of my top videos on YouTube is about Flash Gordon.
This is by no means the highlight. You must have got this one already.
I've got that one. Yeah, it's very nice. Al Williamson cover.
Nice and glossy.
Yeah, another Al Williamson.
Now, you remember I said to you, I thought there were some old ones in these boxes.
Yeah.
And they could be quite nice grade.
Yeah, that's nice. I've got virtually all of those gold key ones. They're beautiful.
Well, these are the ones that they were.
King Comics, yeah.
These are King.
These are King, yeah. I've got virtually all the King ones. I think I've got all of them, actually. Yeah. Beautiful. I love them.
Might as well show them.
Yeah.
They're nice. I mean, they've been my lard at some point, and I don't know. They might reach as high as very fine, the odd one, but I think they're definitely fines.
They're very good, and they're worth a bit.
That's a D price on that. Is that a sticker?
Nice. Yeah.
No, it's not. That's a variant. I didn't know that they did pence variants.
They did. Very rare.
That is another one.
They're quite rare. Those. I'm going to check my comics, because if those are pence variants and I've got cents ones, I'll be interested in them.
What's this? This one slipped in there. I don't know what this one is. That's not Flash Gordon.
Not Flash Gordon.
And another one. Oh, this is a good grey one, but he's probably not watching now. But
yeah, nice.
Then this one. Oh, this one's. That's really nice.
Right, that is my favourite cover. That is
so high grade. That is
absolutely beautiful. I've already got one of those, but it's like one of my favourite covers of all time. So
well,
if that's in high grade, I'll have that off you.
I would call that a very fine for sure.
Would you? In that case, I'll definitely take that off you. I've already got
There's
one.
Couple of stress marks around the staples, but that's about it.
Oh, I haven't got that one. Can you?
Oh, awesome.
That is not got that one.
And it's a pence.
Definitely have that.
And then there were these.
Yes, this Charlton.
Yeah.
Haven't got that. I'll have that. Haven't got that. Haven't got many of these Charlton ones.
Well, you're going to be enjoying this then.
I've got that one. That's one of the Charlton ones I have got.
Again, the condition is lovely. I mean, I'm going to struggle to make that. It's certainly a very fine. It could be a near minter.
Yeah, I'll have that one off you. I haven't got that one.
They're absolutely gorgeous. This, of all the stuff in this collection, and
the Charlton ones. So
yeah, I'll have that one. Virtually all these Charlton ones. The only one I think I've got is that one. That I just
here's a fun fact: the most of those covers are by Pat Boyette, and Pat was co-creator. Pat was co-creator of the Peacemaker. And
right, was he? Yeah, and that one.
And in his mid-40s, he decided to quit being the top anchorman in our city in the late 60s, and he wanted to be a comic artist full time.
Okay, that's you
did some of
on that one.
Charlton's greatest covers. Actually, he wound up being someone equated to Steve Ditko, a very great artist. Did a lot of work for Marvel and DC as well. But that's my San Antonio connection. So, those are gorgeous.
And that one, all these Charlton ones, are they all in decent nick? I can't really tell.
That wasn't Charlton, was it?
This was. No, that was a Miller one, I think.
I do want that one if Mark doesn't, but Mark hasn't been here.
This one.
Yeah.
This Marvel family.
But Mark gets first dibs because he hasn't been here in a while.
Yeah, I'll take the Marvel family as well.
Oh.
You need to price those up for me. I'll take all those.
Yeah.
I did.
If my price is too high for you, then it is, and then
Yeah.
But I also want some other stuff.
But I do want the Australian stuff, Mark. Some of the Australian stuff. You and I can dicker over that, but
you're going here, Mark, because
thank you very much.
This is an extension of this guy's pile at the moment.
Oh, is that Bill?
Hoping that you would come on.
No, I'm in the middle. I do have the big pile, I must say. That's why I'm willing to let you get all these that you want.
I've never seen that before. What is it?
This is a book.
It's
a hardback book.
You need it. Mark needs it.
I'm not keen on book. I quite like it though.
I
can't see it very well because your camera is so awful.
Oh no, really? Oh, right. Okay. It is dated 1974.
Well, put it aside for me. Definitely the type of thing I want. Oh, when's that from?
Again, it's another thick book. This is 1974.
It must be the second one in a series, but they're both.
Yeah, they feel very similar. Yeah. Then this.
What the hell is that?
I don't know. This is Alex Raymond, I think it was.
Oh yeah, Alex Raymond is the guy who did that cover that I talked about. He was the original artist on Flash Gordon.
This is like a frontispiece.
Is that a oh yeah, that's a comp. Oh wow, that's an early compilation.
Yeah, I'll definitely take that one off.
Yeah,
you.
Mark needs that.
Here we go. Look, this is like the contents pages. 1971.
That's very early in the reprints, Mark. As you know, probably.
Really beautiful.
Yeah,
I love Alex Raymond's stuff. He died in a car crash when he was about 38.
He may have been a little older than that, but he was in a car crash with Stan Drake.
That's right.
Who went on to be even bigger after that happened.
Yeah.
And Alex Raymond's wife blamed him for the wreck, and Alex was driving. So what do you? I mean, it was Stan's new car, but Alex was driving. So
well, shouldn't have let him drive it, should he?
No, not at all.
I've got no date on this.
But when you're an up-and-coming artist, comic artist, and the guy who's like the leading comic strip artist in the freaking world says, "I'll drive," what do, Mark? What do?
You let him drive. Is that another Alex Raymond one?
I think it probably is. It's really big.
And I think it's also from the early 70s. Those were the first reprints, if I'm not mistaken.
Let me take the dust cover off before I do anything bad to it.
I'll take those two Alex Raymond books. Definitely.
Wow. It's really nice underneath the dust cover as well.
Yeah, that's very nice. I'll definitely take
look at that. Oh, look at his signature. That's gorgeous. Mark, don't slobber on those when you get them.
Okay? I know. The only thing that's stopping me slobbering is his camera, so you can't.
Yeah.
And this is dated 1967.
His camera's so bad, he could be holding up a wallpaper reference book.
Well, I know.
Is it really so bad?
Well, it's very blocky.
It's sort of like you've turned into sort of Mr. Blobby, sort of blobs.
Was it this bad last week?
Maybe.
Because I got a message from the internet provider saying that they're so-called upgrading the internet, and my phone.
I think it's got more to do with your laptop, mate.
Yeah. Probably.
Oh, okay. Fair dues. Fair dues. Right. Okay. That's the Flash Gordon done. So that's what I've been dying to show you for such a long time.
You can spend all the money that I've just spent on Flash Gordon on buying yourself a new computer.
Okay.
The public have spoken, Darren. It's legit bad.
It's just bad. Immortal Biggleshack says it's legit bad.
Yeah. It's legit bad.
So, from this point on, it's up to you what we do. I've got plenty of stuff to show you if you want to see it.
Bill, have you got any Defenders on sale in your shop?
Do I have any what?
Defenders.
Oh, let me look.
Great. I have got loads of Defenders. If you let me know what numbers you're after, I'll probably let you have them.
Well, they're big ones, ish ones. 2, 8, and 10 I need.
Oh, okay. They're quite big ones, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was trying. But I'm looking for obviously low grey ones, but it's hard to get hold of them. I was at the Comic Mart in London.
Yeah.
I sneaked into the Comic Mart. I went through the back door like I always do when I'm working with you, Mark, and I just pretend I was with my mate. Have you got number 2, number 8, and number 10?
I may.
Oh, those are nice.
I may on my wall, but these are from the boxes, and the earliest I have is 15.
Yeah.
But let me know the numbers you're looking for.
Right. Don't have some mystery things.
Maybe stick Bill on big if he's going to show some comics.
Well, no, this is just what he wanted to see. So I can get a better stack than this.
I do number 2, 8, and 10. Reader copies, so I can buy them cheap.
Dre, do you remember those House of Mysteries I showed last week?
Yeah, the bound ones.
Guess what I found?
Some more?
Volume 1 and 2.
Nice.
Can you give me a price for all of those, please? Just give me
I will do.
I've no idea. I mean,
it's got to be hard to work out, really, isn't it? Because do you go by the comics inside, what their value is? It's hard to say, isn't it, really? Because
how does the binding work? Do they keep the spine?
You can't. You can't extract them. You can't extract them.
You can't extract them.
No.
Right, so you can't value them as individual comics because they're not.
No, I don't think so.
I wouldn't have thought so.
And I do. We were talking about whether they were trimmed or not. I think they are.
Yeah.
Because it would be so difficult to get comics to perfectly line up from an edge perspective if they weren't.
Yeah.
But also, I did find something that looked as if it had been chopped off a bit short.
Right.
So I do think that they've been. Oh, and you know what? There's an easy. We're being stupid. What we should do is get a comic that's not in a bound volume and check the size against it, and then we would know.
Yeah, that would be, Well, it's always going to take about 1/4 of an inch off in the binding. I know this from,
but if the binding replaces the spine,
Mark, they don't, I mean, they're not worth nearly what the value is that they would
individually.
No, because
they're still very wanted.
Yeah.
And they can fetch big bucks in auctions. So
look, there's just a Marvel Gru lined up with it.
It looks about the same to me. Not far off.
It does
really.
look about the same, but there's no gap really. But if you go this side, there is a gap. Look. So I do think they've been trimmed.
Well, but you're also using what's considered a current size to a Silver Age size.
Yeah, most of those House of Mysteries, certainly the early ones, were Silver Age.
Oh yeah, and they're Silver Age size. You know what's strange is Mark, you may know this, but I just found out that a lot of the Gold Key issues from the 60s are actually Golden Age size. So now that I'm bagging comics, I have to go to a Golden Age size bag. That's
interesting. I have noticed that, but I didn't realize it was a fact when I've done some bagging on Gold Key. Yeah.
What's the earliest issue in that volume 1, Darren?
It's actually every issue in sequential order from number 174.
Oh, 174. Okay, so it goes from the first of the anthology, anthology one. So 174 was when it changed. 175 is when Kane arrives.
So 174 and 175, all of that is the Joe Orlando era.
Yes, that's the Joe Orlando era. So
and that goes up to 183. So there's 10 issues in there.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So you've got the Joe Orlando collection.
Yes, exactly. And
later on,
it could have been Joe Orlando's own collection.
That number 3 is quite a bit fatter. I think it's because they're double sized, but they're still.
Yeah, there was quite a few big ones where they did
giant size.
Right, Mark?
There's a few giant size. That's right.
Yeah, there are a few giant size ones.
And then you have the 50-cent and 60-cent 100-pagers.
You do.
Yeah. No, absolutely. This is why you should watch our show, folks. We uncover so much pertinent information to us, at least, maybe not to the rest of you and the rest of the world, but we've just solved some major mysteries here in just the last 10 minutes.
In the show of mystery, not the house of mystery.
Folks.
Now, I've been digging in the boxes from this crazy collection, and I've got a load of just what I'd call fun stuff. So if I just flash through them, and you just stop me wherever you want to. But I think bonus there's quite a lot of film and TV related stuff. So bonus points will be awarded for humming the theme tune of anything you see.
You've got the wrong crew here. Name that tune. We're not.
So this is not TV related, but I think that there could have been. We might have put some of these on a week or two ago, and I think these are just
a carpet
Century 100-page comic monthly number 4.
It's impossible to read it, mate. Yeah, Century.
Oh, wow. Is it really so bad? I can't believe it.
Yeah, it is really bad. We can't see it at all.
Do you know what? Why don't I just take 5 minutes and try and reboot the computer while you guys talk amongst yourselves, and I'll rejoin?
I don't think it's your computer. I think he's just literally because it's got a bad camera on it. I think that's probably all it is.
Really?
Yeah, just we get a picture on some of them, you know. How's the lighting in that room that you're in? Is there any way you can get a bit more light?
It's on maximum. It's on maximum at the minute.
Yeah, you can perfectly lit room. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going, mate. We get an idea.
Okay.
All favourites. Again, that one.
All favourites, 100-page comic. Yeah, this is pretty old as well. And back to the Century. Number 6, 100-page. 2 shillings though. But the cool thing is they've got like Superman and DC people on the front.
Are they? Who's the publisher?
I'm gonna look.
It doesn't matter. You're gonna want it anyway.
I haven't. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that at all. Right. This could be this is Australian.
There you go.
Mark Pyle.
That's Australian, and it's black and white.
Yeah.
And it's reprints.
Yeah.
And there's a Superman there.
That's fantastic.
So how does that get to the UK? How does that get to be with you in Doncaster?
Well, this came from a collection I bought of a guy who has collected all and sundry. And his collection seems to be a mixture of Western, Australian, and very much annuals, British annuals, some DC, but hardly any Marvel. And it's just so wide and varied. It's bonkers. It's a bonkers collection, but it's just like every box is so exciting to go through because you just don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
This one is a diamond adventure book.
Oh, big tangle action going on there.
We've got Tarzan or somebody
with Kanga and Camilla.
Looks like some horseplay on the vine there.
Okay, sure, it's not Charlie and Camilla.
Yeah, that would be funny. By Atlas Publishing.
I miss you, Mark.
Atlas Publishing. Oh, this thing.
These kind of barbs.
I was hoping Kyle would see this. Right, this is. Look at the spines. This is a bound volume that's broken free of the bindings.
That's why you don't take them out of the bounding.
That's right.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now, I've never had the binding, so at least I can say it wasn't me, Governor. But look what it is. True Comics from 1946.
Wow.
And this is a sequential set of True Comics.
They've got to be worth a bit, ain't they?
Well, again, I mean...
Well, the spines like that, they're probably buggered, but...
It's hard to tell where the spines are from that picture, though. Are they all...
What number True Comics are they?
Number 53, October 46. And I think it's likely to be every issue up to...
it's not massive amounts. $7.80 for a 2.0, it says.
Up to number 70. Surprise. I mean, they're really low grade, and it's all glued together. The glue
it's not particularly I'm afraid it's not particularly valuable either.
No, I don't like it.
All I'd say is it's really old and it's really cool. That's all I'd say.
I think you got one with a cover date of 1947 on it. July 1947.
The last one was. Hard to say. Let me go back to the one before it.
I kind of want a July 1947 one. It's my mum's birthday.
It says genuine. It's a number 68, and it is 1947. So that one is March. So that's going to be 1947 March.
Oh, yeah.
But they're all glued together. This is a solid lump. Look, there's just two lumps.
Are they? I see. Oh,
So they're bound there.
Right. So you still that bit still stuck together. Yeah.
I would sell that as one lump. I would sell that as a lump to someone.
It's interesting.
This is one for. Oh, Bill's got.
For some reason, issue 55 is worth some money.
Did that fall outside the range?
I don't think so.
Oh, no, it didn't, actually. Well, let's just check then.
Oh, it's the first appearance of Sad Sack.
No.
Yeah.
What?
True Comics 55 is the first appearance of Sad Sack.
In a comic.
Well,
In a comic book,
right.
That is number 55, but that is definitely not a cover sheet. So the cover sheet must be missing.
That's a shame.
Have you got the first appearance of Sad Sack?
I'm just looking for it because obviously there's like multiple different strips in here.
Yeah.
And first appearances can just be a page or two.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, sure.
So I don't really know what I'm looking for, but I'm just.
Well, you know what Sad Sack looks like, don't you?
I think I do.
It's an army thing. He's a sort of private in the army. He's generally peeling potatoes.
Well, I've got through it and I haven't found anything that looks like it. No, I don't see it.
You haven't seen it. Okay, well, that was worth something. If it's first appearance of Sad Sack, that's why.
But I do think the only reason I don't see it is because I don't know what I'm looking for. I know roughly what I'm looking for, but he could just have been appearing in a single strip or something.
So George Baker was a sergeant in the Army when he started that strip. And I'm sure Mark knows all this, but it was in, I believe, either Stars and Stripes or one of the other military dailies that were big during World War II and Korean War. And that's how George Baker became kind of a household name, because Sad Sack was huge. And this was before Beetle Bailey. So it was one of the first soldier strips, as they're called now.
Well, this was 1946, Bill.
It's not that guy, is it?
Right after World War II.
Yeah.
Is it that guy?
No, that in fact, that almost looks like Jack Davis or Will Elder. That's kind of weird.
No, we might have to park this one and come back to it. Not obvious. I'll put it on over there.
Well, there you go. That's the only True Comics that's worth anything.
I do want that one if Mark will let me have it. But
this is some kind of hardback.
It's an annual before they were called annuals. I believe.
Miller.
Yeah.
It's Al Miller one. Yeah, Bill got first dibs on that. Otherwise, I'd have had it.
Oh, that's better. 1963.
Mark, I will always be a gentleman to you. You're one of my best friends, so thank you for that. But you get first dibs on most everything. I just really want this one.
No, you have that one, Bill.
Thank you, brother. I've missed you so much, man. I'm so glad you're back.
I know. I miss my Wednesday nights.
I know. So did you go to Rome?
I went to
not Rome, to the land of good and common.
Sorry?
Were you at the Temple of Karnak?
Yeah, I was at yes, I was.
Well, my friend missed you he was there 2 days before you from San Antonio. Yeah, isn't that weird? So we had Karnak posts on my page, and then you did. It was so weird. I was like, are they hanging? And you're both major comic dealers, so.
Well, hey, Frugal Mama.
Hi, Frugal Mama.
Black Bob, he's the dog. Well, Black Bob, he was on television.
Black Bob. He's not black though. That's the weird thing.
He's got black spots.
This is fairly modern. It's just next in the pile, so I showed it. Right, so the guys asked me, what do I collect? And I don't collect anything. But the next two items might not be for sale.
Okay.
Oh, Son of Origins of Marvel Comics.
Right, this is a book. It's got But text. Oh, it's terrible like that. So it's got text. It's got some strips in it, and then there was this thing as well. Origins of Marvel Comics. Similar thing.
Not draw the Marvel way, is it?
Just
No.
sign of
Is it draw the Marvel way or something like that?
These were released in 74 and 75. They were the first. They were the first Marvel. I think it was Simon Schuster released those. Maybe
you are absolutely correct.
Okay, and so Mark, this is when Stan started pissing everybody off because if you'll look on the title page, look on the cover, and it says by Stan Lee.
Yeah. Oh, it's signed by Stan Lee.
Yeah, and oh wow, that's weird. I've never seen that.
Is that a real signature or is that a printed signature?
I think this looks like a blue fountain pen, and it looks like there's an authenticity type stamp there.
Yes,
and that's the reason it might not be for sale.
I actually have that one and Sons of Origins, both signed by Stan.
Oh, you've already got them, so they're not as
no, but I don't have that. But that cool stamp. You know, the signatures look kind of similar, though. I almost look, well, no, he could draw pretty or write his name pretty standard.
Well, if you read what it says, the stamp says, I was with Stanley at the Roundhouse, October 20th, 1975.
Yeah, it has to be real. It has to be real.
Yeah, where's the Roundhouse?
That makes them far.
There's a Roundhouse, which is a concert venue in London. It's a place called the Roundhouse in London.
Oh, it was a formal presentation, probably.
Yeah, he came to Camden. He came to the Roundhouse in Camden in 1975.
Wow. That is so wonderful. I love
it. It is great.
I've got an advert. Advertising that he's going to appear at the Roundhouse in Camden. So those must have been done then.
Yeah.
Well, that is great to know. Those are my two prized possessions, I reckon.
Well, hang on to those, mate. They're worth something.
Right, now then, so again, just in the boxes for fun.
Buffy. Blimey.
This is so crazy because this guy seemed to look after and bag up everything that didn't matter and not bag everything that did.
Well, just be careful. The Buffies are worth something.
Are they?
Yeah, you'll probably get about. I've actually got. There's an auction tomorrow with some of these in. They're worth about. Even those those look in decent condition. They'll probably.
These are mint.
They're worth about 15 quid each.
Oh, that's good to know.
So I do want to tell you guys, I have a special guest today. This is my good friend Joe Luna, and
Joe.
So Joe's a great guy. Joe is one of San Antonio's finest. He has been an officer here for a while, and he's one of the best. He really is. He's a good guy.
Has he come there to arrest you?
No, as far as I know, no, not today.
Oh, good.
That was last week.
Yeah, that was taken care of.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Give him money on the side. No,
you got to watch out for him. He's a lot of trouble, you know.
He's a really close friend of mine, and I just wanted to bring him on the show real quick. But
nice to meet you, mate.
Back here, but then I'm going to come right back.
Okay, try and sell him something, Bill, because you haven't sold anything yet while you've been working that shop.
No, I have. I sold a few things on Saturday, but we've had no traffic yet. That's why I'm doing all the videos to try to get people in here.
Yeah, good luck, mate.
And I'm really pushing for us to do an online business because we have so much stuff. So I'll be right back, guys.
All right, mate.
That's really bad when your only customer's a policeman who's going to come and arrest you. So this is a book. It's a UK book, £3.95 on the back. Superman from the 30s to the 70s. Just a bit of fun. This was cool. This is a Wonder Woman Holt paperback, $1 priced. It's got round corners. No, it hasn't. It looks like it's got round corners. They're not round.
Oh, yeah.
But it's got strips inside. Bit of fun.
Interesting.
Any theme tunes in your brains?
Oh, High Chaparral.
Can you do the theme tune to High Chaparral, Gray?
I don't know this. No, I vaguely recall there being a program called the High Chaparral, but I couldn't tell you some kind of whistly thing, probably like Cowboy Ways.
This is a American stuff, though. We really needed Kyle and Bill to be looking at this.
Yeah. I don't think we got Manhunt in the UK.
I don't think so.
And this one too. Look, this is very American.
77 Sunset Strip.
Sunset Strip.
That's not the one. That's not the one that had the 50s rock and roll guy.
Bill
walking down the street. Everyone takes a look at the things we do. Hey, we're the monkeys.
That's a Bill. I think Bill is a monkey.
People say we're monkeying around.
Is he?
I think he is.
Oh, he will love it then. If he's a fan, he might already have got it.
That was a good show. I enjoyed that as a kid. The Monkeys. It was fun.
This is one I was hoping for the American guys too, because these are British stuff, but they go crazy for them.
Oh yeah, sometimes yeah. Wonder Woman. Okay.
You got that one.
Gray's winning the bonus points at the moment.
Yeah, I can't remember Fantastic Four.
Great stuff.
They had a cartoon, didn't they?
Another one.
Nice.
They're no, I wouldn't have room for them though. I probably wouldn't have bloody room. They all look nice though. But I've just got to try and settle just for comic books. The normal American ones, I ain't got room for them even. But
that's the second copy of the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same one.
I bought a big stack of blinking comics at the Mart on Sunday, but I can't show them because I've wrapped them all up, put them under the tree because they're from Lisa. So
that's classic.
So you bought your own Christmas present, did you, Gray?
Well, she gave me the money. It'd be no good shopping for my comic books. She'd get all the wrong ones. You know what I mean?
Check this. How thick it is. Okay, that's pretty thick.
What is it?
And I was like, "What's this? What's this?" Can you read that?
No.
Airboy Comics.
Airboy.
I don't know.
Airboy. They're old, aren't they?
They are.
Now we're talking again. Airboy, what number's that?
1945, and the number is Volume 2, number 11. And this is a huge, thick volume of no covers, but all the inners.
Oh, no covers.
No covers.
That doesn't look like Airboy. Skinny McGinty. Did he have backup strips in Iron Ace? Yeah, maybe this is not all Airboy. I don't know.
That's crazy. There's no information, obviously. But it says Airboy on the thing, though. So maybe Airboy comics had backup stories.
I don't know. Because, wow. Yeah, I'm not sure this is all Airboy. I think it might say Airboy on here.
Why would they emboss the cover with it if it wasn't meant to be mostly
all Airboy? It'll be.
Well, you know, last time we were chatting, I'm not sure if it was Kyle, said that when they used to bind stuff, it was a thing that people just got stuff bound. Not companies. People got their own stuff bound.
Yeah.
And they said if there's nothing on the inside and there isn't, then it's usually something that someone's bound, like a collection of their own comics.
Someone's commissioned to be bound themselves. But surely they wouldn't emboss the cover unless it was all Airboy comics. That'd be a bit weird, wouldn't it?
Because there was this one too. Look, this one just says comics.
Oh,
and it's very similar. It's the same. You would guess it's the same.
All right, so you need to have that one looked at because those Airboys are worth a lot of money.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
that's if they've got their covers and they're in good condition. But even so, that bound volume could be worth a fair amount.
Wow, that's cool.
Those are all Airboys. How many editions do you think you've got in there? 20, 15?
I don't. Well, I would. You can sort of tell, but it's probably. Yeah, I'd bet you there's 20.
Well,
I don't know if you can see, but you can count from the.
Well, Airboy 11, Volume 2, number 11, in a mid-grade, sold for $241 3 years ago.
Well, that is the first comic in here. That's probably why you got the same number. Yeah, but then it goes into Skin McGinty. Yeah, you know what? It's a backup strip because it's on the other side of the Airboy.
Yeah, they would have had backup strips at the time.
But then That does look like it's probably Airboy as well. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, they'll all be Airboy. They'll all be Airboys.
Oh, yes.
Video. Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw an Airboy cover there, so yeah.
Airboy V2 issue 11 was the first Airboy.
Volume 2, issue 11?
Yeah.
Well, that was the first one in there.
Yeah, and it's the first one on Go Collect as well.
Oh, nice. This one just says comics, and that's like Tigra. Can you see that one? This, I don't know what this is. It could be all different sorts of stuff. There's a Tara. Again, these are going to be similarly old. This is a different book.
Oh, it's a shame they took the covers off.
Yeah, but that's what they used to do, you know, sometimes. Tony, I don't know what that is. So, yeah, this is... They're clearly the same...
What does it say on the spine of the second one?
All right, well, this is both of them together. One says Standard, one says Hillman.
Yeah, what does
one says
Airboy?
Comics, and the other one says Airboy Comics.
Oh, okay. So comics could be anything.
Could be anything. And it is, and I think it is anything. Then, this is a funny thing. Another bound volume. Classics Illustrated.
All right, yeah.
Same kind of thing. It's got some, you can see the tape through there.
Yeah.
This one's the Black Arrow. And then it's, you can see it's Black Arrow Lawn, Classics Illustrated at the top of the pages.
They take the covers off again.
Have they? Let's think.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, they have, I think. Yeah. Lorna Doone, Gulliver's Travels, Arabian Nights, War of the Worlds. So it is clearly Classics Illustrated, right?
Yeah,
no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Except here's the next one, also called Classics Illustrated.
Yeah.
And so I just thought I'd have a quick look through this one. Black Hawk.
Oh, you've got Black Hawk. What Black Hawk is that?
Impossible to say because it's got no indicia. But after Black Hawk, Wonder Woman.
No, it's a mix.
And this is Wonder Woman number 27, 1948.
Wonder Woman 27?
1948. And after that Wonder Woman... where's the front page of it?
Wonder Woman 27.
Wow. It's so tricky to find the first page when there's no covers.
Okay, well, Wonder Woman 27, grade 6.5, sold for $600 in 2021.
I'm really struggling to find the next ones, but I think there's another Wonder Woman following that one. In fact, I know there is because I looked earlier. I've just got to find it. Oh, here it is. Number 29, May to June, 1948.
These are going to be worth something, Darren. I don't know how much they're worth because they've taken the covers away.
Yeah, I know.
They're only going to be worth something is in the format they're in the bound.
I totally agree. But then after Wonder Woman, and you can see there's a big gap at the edge here. That's the Fighting Yank. It's a completely different size comic's been bound in there.
Fighting Yank. The Fighting who? Yank.
And after that is something called Thimble Theatre with Popeye in it.
Oh my God.
And after that, there's like Barney Baxter in the Air, Flash Gordon by Alex Raymond. So this is not Classics Illustrated at all.
It isn't, no. This
is everything except Classics Illustrated. There's not even one Classics Illustrated in it. Mandrake the Magician.
Why would you have those comics there bound and in a volume called Classics Illustrated?
I just think this is. I don't think this is a company doing this. I think this is an individual doing it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And the print, whoever they took it to bind it, might have just used, I don't know, got it wrong. Because then again, read the same binding. The Hooded Horseman and Other Stories.
Right.
I've not looked in this one. Obviously, the Hooded Horseman is the first one, and that is. Can I tell anything from that? Oh, yeah. Number 25.
Of what?
1952. And it's actually called The Hooded Horseman by Michelle Publications in Missouri.
The Hooded Horseman.
And actually, I can see that they're all Hooded Horsemen in here from the looks of it.
Never heard of it.
What are we on now?
Neither. Hooded Horseman.
Hooded
1955.
Hey, Mima.
Oh, there is a comic called The Hooded Horseman.
Janet's here.
There's another one. That's 1952. It's gone backwards again.
1952, yeah. Well, great looking covers, but you haven't got the cover.
Yeah. But there are no covers in here, unfortunately. Oh, Cowboy Sahib. Oh, again, it's the Hooded Horseman, number 27, 1953.
Yeah, they're not worth anything. The Hooded Horseman's not worth anything, even in.
And then this one is called Hopalong Cassidy and Other Stories.
Right.
I don't know what's in here.
Hopalong Cassidy.
Well, it starts with Hopalong Cassidy. And that is 1951, number 57, Fawcett. And Rocky Lane, Smiley Burnett. More Hopalong Cassidy.
Was it?
Monty, Hale, Weston, all sorts.
Hopalong Cassidy. What year was that?
1951, volume 10, number 57, it says.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll appreciate that. But again,
Yeah, those Hopalong Cassidys aren't worth much either.
No. But again, it's old and it's just cool.
Yeah, the one that's probably worth something is that one that Classics Illustrated that isn't Classics Illustrated.
Yeah, with the Wonder Woman's in, yeah. I mean, look, obviously everything's for sale. How the hell do you sell it? You've got it, because if you were to eBay it, you'd have to describe it.
You'd have to sell it on Heritage.
Yeah.
You have to sell it on Heritage. You might get a buyer. The only way to do it is through one of the auction sites like Heritage.
Okay, good advice.
If I was still naive,
right, back to some more crazy stuff then.
We had these gallon jugs and goes, can I go to your back room and fill up my jug?
Rip Kirby, 1 and 6, Daily Mail.
Rip Kirby.
Oh, Rip Kirby. Dick Tracy, Rip Kirby.
Yeah, obviously a play on that, innit?
Farewell to Jane.
He was really trying to.
Jane was a newspaper strip in something or other, wasn't she? Daily Mirror, 2 and 6pence.
Yeah.
This is an interesting one. It's called Dark Endeavour. It's Australian, and it appears to be. This is an Aborigine guy. This appears to be about Aborigines going to space.
That's interesting.
It's quite humorous. Because he actually writes it with, a pleasant view on racism at the time in the introduction. So there's humour involved in this. That's just cool, I think.
Interesting.
I don't know what this is. I couldn't even read it.
Look into a cultural sort of thing we're not that familiar with.
Yeah. What does this even say? It's obviously got an 83, but what does the rest say?
Mons?
Moms? I don't know.
Men's?
It's a Courier Mail publication, whatever that means.
Well, the Courier Mail is not a UK paper, is it? It's going to be
Australian.
Australian.
It's the bloke who did it is Australian. He's called Alan Moir. How do you say that? Moir?
Oh, so that's his name, Moir, is it? Moir,
Moir, yeah. So I think this is like those things, the funnies that you would get a single thing in the paper.
Yeah, he obviously does a daily cartoon for the Crusade.
Like Giles.
Yeah.
Look, I never did it, guys. Talk to you soon.
I don't think you're.
See you later, Gray. Right, here's an intriguing one. Something written there, but I can't actually read it. It's too faded. It's another one of those bound things. Starts with Silver Tip. And that's Max Brand Silver Tip, number 491. Well, it says copyright 1933, followed by 1942. So, copyright 1953. It's a 53 book.
Prime time, because somehow he always.
Is it what looks like a Western?
It is Western, yeah. Heavy Western presence in this collection. Oh, look, covers.
With the cover.
Cover. Front and back cover there.
What number is it?
That is number 667, Silver Tip and the Stolen Stallion. 1955.
Yeah. He's a good friend of mine. I mean, 10 years ago.
More covers. Look, more covers. That's good.
Oh, is it actually called that, or is it a 4-color? I think it's a 4-color.
It might be.
It's a Dell 4-color. Dell 4-color 667 is Silver Tip and the Soul.
And number 835. This one.
Did you work under Frank?
So yes, you're probably onto it there because I've never heard of a Silver Tip one.
No, it's a Dell. It's a Dell title. Let's put it in.
Right, this is an interesting one. This
It's not expensive. There's a copy on eBay for $4.99.
What of this?
So he was
Of which one, Mark? Silver Tip.
Silver Tip, yeah.
Right. Now this is a Superman, right?
Yeah.
It's a bound volume, but this is like fabric tape.
Yeah.
This on the cover, I can feel the edge. It's as if someone has cut this out of a Superman
Somebody's
comic
made that themselves.
and glued it on here.
Yeah, they've made that themselves.
And inside, this is completely loose. That's actually just falls away. But that is Superman number 141 from 1960.
I don't know if they ever made
Why do people do this to comics?
Well, back then they just did, didn't they, to keep them nice? And maybe they knackered the covers up or drawn on them or something. So that's a Superman annual, a giant Superman.
It's fucked up how they do that.
Well, Superman 141.
But I don't understand why they do that. But
It's a Kurt Swan, Jerry Siegel comic from 1960. And it mid-grade is worth a couple of $100.
Yeah. Well, in this grade, it's probably worth about a $5.
Probably.
In the same book, right, is number 196 from 1967.
What? So we suddenly jumped quite a few issues.
Yeah, so there's a 7-year gap there.
Somebody's just put these together themselves, haven't they? Have they got any covers?
Number one, I can't see any covers. 189 from 66.
is this another bound volume?
Yeah. Somebody's done these. They've taken all the covers off, Bill.
Oh, well, that's ridiculous. That completely devalued, but because I don't remember any color compilations that early. But Mark, they kept the back covers. Like that makes a difference.
This is done at home.
This guy's almost done this by himself at home. He's completely destroyed the value of all his comics.
Poor guy.
I mean, at the time he did it, they probably weren't worth anything at all.
No.
He probably did it in 1967.
Yeah. Hell, I did that crap until the 80s, you know, just kind of stripping putting them in my own volumes and stuff. And of course, they're worth nothing now.
So even this bill, right, on the cover, you see the Superman on the cover.
That almost looks drawn in.
I can feel it. It's like a piece of paper cut out of a comic and glued on. I can feel the edge. I can feel the edge.
That's like a cut and paste, old school cut and paste.
Yeah.
Real scissors and real paste.
Right. Here's one for the UK guys.
Oh, Stingray. Oh,
it's a cool cover too. If there was a big fish on cover slingers, this would be what you need. Something for Bill. Giant Superman album, 25p. It's a soft. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's some advert in the back. Black and white stuff. Oh, yeah, this is the kind of stuff I like. Old Marvel Annual, UK. Do you know that one, Mark?
Which one's that?
It's a Marvel Annual. It's probably from about 1960 something. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Nice stuff there. And loads of them, because obviously there were annual things, 1974. But this kind of stuff, the American guys are all over.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, what about this?
Oh, you've frozen. You've frozen, mate.
Oh, no. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to reboot.
Okay.
One year is both a good thing and a horrible thing. Yeah. You know, did you inherit your folks' home, or did you got your own? Yeah. The over-farming counts. Yeah. Are we still on?
Yeah, I'm still here. Darren froze.
Oh,
Gray's
well,
having his.
I'll come keep you company, man. So Mark, how long were you in Egypt or in that area?
For about 8-9 days.
Wow, did your wife love it?
Yeah, she was. It was her choice. So
that's fantastic.
She loves the sort of that sort of stuff. So yeah.
But Karnak, that's so great.
It's a huge site.
Oh, it is. It is. My friend took so many pictures. It's like it was overwhelming to me.
Yeah, I got loads of pictures.
Yeah.
So the Moon Knight Temple is there. The one that what's it called?
Yeah, I love that.
Temple of Khonshu.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm walking around Karnak, and there's a sign that says Temple of Khonshu, and I'm going, "You're joking me." So I had to go and have a look.
Right there. Oh, that's great. Did you take pics?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic! I'm gonna have to steal them and I'll give you credit, but I gotta show people that it's a real place. Because I honestly thought Moon Knight was fantastic. The TV series.
I liked it as well. It was my favorite. It was my favorite
they're
one.
all slow burners, so people get all pissed off and it only got real exciting towards the. Well, that's a freaking comic book.
Yeah.
It's always the climax that matters the most. So but yeah. What's the weather like over there right now?
Well, I'm back in the UK and it's horrible.
Right, that's what I mean.
Yeah, so it's overcast, raining, about 2 degrees.
2 degrees, so that would be like 37 here, maybe.
Yeah, nearly freezing. Yeah.
So it's what do you think the temperature is, Joe? Here right now. 60 at the moment. Yeah, it's 60, but it's also overcast and raining here. So except for the temperature, we're in the middle of crap weather for Texas. Well, for any place in the U.S., but we don't get snow. You guys don't get snow either, really, do you?
Oh, we do get snow. Yeah, we had snow just before we left for Egypt. Yeah. Yeah, we might get a white Christmas if we're lucky.
Wow, that's fantastic. Yeah, we've had very few of those in Texas. Never in San Antonio, but I was in Dallas one year with Blanca and my mom and my sister's family, and we got one my mom's last Christmas, actually.
Oh, fantastic. Nice.
So we had one, but it's very rare in Texas.
Yeah, we haven't had one for quite a bit. We haven't had one for a few years, but be nice to get a white Christmas.
That would be nice. Because you guys get a lot of crap weather over there, don't you?
Yeah, we do.
We don't have a lot of sunny days.
They're getting more of them.
Oh yeah. Thanks, climate change. Yes, I know. We know only too well. But so I want to show you some more stuff. I'm going to take some stuff from the wall and show you real quick, Mark. While nobody else is really acting.
I like that building you're in, Bill. Is it an old church or something?
Old building, and Joe and I just did a sweep of it. Joe, of course, as a policeman, was telling me all the things we need to do to protect ourselves. But we're getting there. We're really getting there. So we have here. I'll go backwards and I'll show you this.
Oh, nice. That's really early. Hulk 6.
Beautiful, right? Yeah. Look at those colors.
That's amazing. How much price have you got on that?
$769
nice.
US, which is not a bad price, actually. None of these are priced too. Now, this number 5 is probably 6 or 7, maybe, and he has $11.99 on it.
Wow, look at the condition on that. That's amazing.
I know. Well, I'm about to knock your socks off. So here's the 4. The 4 is in really nice shape. I like the 4, but he has $13.99 on it. But it is. I mean,
look at those. Those have come from somebody's personal collection who's bought those.
Yeah. He's bought some major collections lately. Now this one has very minor marble chipping on the side here, but it's a number 3, and he has $12.99 on it.
Very nice.
Isn't that gorgeous? Look
I love those covers. I love those early covers like that.
And you know what's important about this issue? This is the first issue where he flies.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Which was a major revelation in the comic. But let me put these back and I'll get some more. But I just absolutely love working here. Phil's a good friend of mine. I hope I can bring him some business in. That's why what I'm doing right now is trying to focus more on advertising for him and trying to get people off the street to come in, and people that are serious comic collectors, because we have such a great variety.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me see what else I can find real quick. I'm going to knock Mark's socks off now. Okay, Mark, you ready for a big one?
Yeah.
Not in great shape, but it does have the marble stamp. But look at this one.
Oh, there you go.
These are so hard to find now. And
no, they're not hard to find, Bill. There's 14,000 graded copies of that.
Well, why does everybody tell me when they see it well, you don't see that in the wild very often?
Because it's one of the few ungraded copies left.
Yeah. Oh, you're probably right. You're probably right. But it's got some major flaws, but I mean, still what it is makes it what it is. So
I mean, it looks like a 1/8 or a 2/8.
Probably. Yes, probably. And I'm gonna get some real odds from you on this next one. If I can get it down.
Whoops.
I hit myself in the face with it.
Yeah, I just knocked a grade point off that one, Bill. Oh, it's all right. It's in a miler. Oh, there we go. There's the big boy.
Yep.
It's a 3/0 Amazing Spider-Man issue 1. How much does he want for that one?
$3,500.
Yeah.
Which is actually, I think, a great price.
Well, let me tell you if that's a good price. Yes.
Don't you think?
I'll tell you in a second.
Yeah.
The price on that book has been plummeting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
As the price of Amazing Fantasy 15 keeps soaring.
Yeah. No, they're both coming down.
Oh, that's strange.
Yeah, they are both plummeting. Both of those have gone to pre-COVID, below their pre-COVID prices.
Wow. That's amazing. Of course, I was 11 and sold and sold one of these issues for
right. So that 3/0,
I think.
How much is he selling that 3/0 for?
$3,500.
3/0, 3,500. That's a
good.
That is a good price.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
So let me tell you that comic in November 2021 in a 3/0 sold for $18,600.
Oh my God! So that was considered kind of pre-cut. You like that, Darren?
That's amazing. Carl's waiting too. I'm sure Gray's on top of it though.
Well, no, I've only just got back from having my dinner. If you want to pop in, Kyle, I'll add you. But I was having my dinner at the time.
Kylie.
If you come back on now.
Great stuff. Yeah, Mark, tell us more about the prices on the comic there. The
sort of Marvel keys, the big Marvel keys, went absolutely crazy over COVID. Yeah. So if you take that Amazing Spider-Man 3.0 there, yeah, pre-COVID, it was a $6,000 book. Yeah. During COVID, it went up to $16,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
The current price is $4,000. So it has lost 75% of its value.
Yeah. Carl, you don't come on, mate. I'm going to be disappearing again in a minute. So you need to come on if you're coming on.
He said in chat that he's jumping backstage again.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting for him, but I've got some cider mulling on the hob. So you're going to have to wait till I come back now.
Oh, what's happened to your camera, Darren? It's gone good again.
Well, I first of all, there was some kind of Windows update waiting, so I did that while I rebooted. And then also, I just happened to go into settings while I was waiting, and there's a camera definition, and I chose the higher one. And you can also ask it to touch you up. So I said, "Go on and touch me up." Which was great, but I don't think I look any better.
No, well, we don't want to know about it. We don't want to know what special AI adaptations you've got on your hardware.
So I've got my own theories about prices. Do you want to hear them?
Yeah.
I think it's complex and it's big. Oh, here comes Bill. That's good. But maybe Bill's with a customer and can't stay. But
no. Joe's, it's just my friend Joe. So
fabulous.
Yeah.
Joe the Joker, look.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that is real nice.
Really early detective comics.
Yeah, it's actually 114, but it's considered one of the greatest Joker, and it is a beautiful cover. You just can't see a lot of it, but it's got Batman and Robin rushing him. It's got all these letters in blue on the black back. It's actually a beautiful cover.
Nice.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It's a 1.5, and he has 1,400 on. I think that's not a bad price. Mark, you can look it up, but I think that's not a bad price.
Is it a detective what?
114.
That won't have lost a lot of money because it won't have.
And it's okay. So it's a Don Cameron story. Who I know that I get. Oh, Kurt Swan was already on the art. That's interesting. And Win Mortimer did the cover and the art.
A 1.5. It's got a fair market value of 1,450 on Go Collect.
Well,
there he is.
That's a pretty good price. Hey, it's Father Christmas. Oh my God, Father Christmas! Can you give me what I want?
I'm not doing so hot today.
Well,
you sound a bit rough.
We're sorry.
I ain't had that happen in a while. I was up early and I passed out in pain. And I slept through everything. Woke up with drool running down my face. Was watching right as Grace said, "I'm going to go have dinner." And I'm like, shit, I'm trying to get in. So I bet I missed a lot of fun. Bill's showing all these Hulks I want, and Darren showing shit I want. Mark, welcome back, buddy.
Hi, Kyle. Good to see you. Sorry to hear
you need to show it. You need to show a.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to show something because Kyle's
St. Nicholas.
I'm going to show.
Because I need to get with you and see a St. Nicholas.
What is that?
Jesus, that's pretty.
So this is Kyle's fault. So this is St. Nicholas, Volume 10, Issue 1. Okay, and Kyle was telling me. So both Kyle and I are interested in the origin of comics, and I've got the earliest Punch issues, which you could claim are early comics. So one of the earliest American comics was a thing called the Brownies, They weren't originally when they first appeared here. You wouldn't call it a comic. It's an illustrated story, but it's the first appearance of the characters who eventually become one of the first American comic book stories. So this is from 82, 83. And I've actually bookmarked the page. So there we go. There is the first appearance of the Brownies.
Yep.
I think it's original, Kyle.
It's original. It's original.
And
Kyle, to my knowledge, there are 3 known copies of that on the planet.
Right. Well, Kyle was telling me about this, and he was saying you'll never find a copy of this. So I was while we were talking, I was searching on Google. It took me quite a long time, actually. It was quite well hidden because they had not advertised it based on the Brownies. They'd advertised it based on Moby Dick or something. So I found it, and they were selling it for $25.
Yeah. That's a mind blower. That's $1,000 book.
So yeah, I picked this up. First appearance of the Brownies, 1850, whatever it was.
Now the first text appearance of them happened in a Wide Awake magazine in 1881.
1882 to 1883.
It's February of 83 when it actually came out, when the first Brownies.
I think it's about another 12 years before it officially turns into the first comic. So when it becomes a sequence of pictures with word balloons. But yeah, that was the.
Yeah, those were majorly licensed, ripped off. It was huge.
Well, what I didn't realize, Kyle, is the Kodak Brownie. That's why they called it the Kodak Brownie, because they
it's named after that.
Yeah, and they never paid them any royalties.
And that also has the second appearance of them in it too.
It was, yeah.
So yeah, of 30 years of searching, I know of 3 copies, and you and I own them.
That's fantastic.
So
yeah, really pleased to have got that, Kyle. So thanks for your knowledge there.
Extraordinarily rare. Now, and again, I'll say it with a straight face. You will never find an actual loose St. Nicholas issue with the number 1 in it. You'll never find a single issue, because those are bound. Those are bound to be bound. They printed those to be bound.
Yeah. It's the same as the.
But it's from the same thing. But the St. Nicholas issues, you'll find those. You'll find some Brownies appearances in those. But the only way you're going to find that book is by someone not knowing what it is.
Well, these guys clearly didn't know what it was.
And I mean, they were being illustrated by Walt Kelly 70 years after that. That's how popular they were.
Yeah, they went on for ages. Yeah.
I'm enjoying a nice hot cider with Fireball whiskey in it. Nice. Cinnamon whiskies, quite tasty.
Very nice.
Hot cider. Yeah. We'll go watch a Christmas movie now.
Yeah. Our gang, the Little Rascals, were based on the impish little youth of the Brownies. Our gang, which the Brownies begat the Little Rascals, begat the Peanuts, begat South Park. It's a straight line.
None of them were as good as the Bash Street Kids, though, Kyle. So we don't need to hear about these.
Now, tell me, when did the Bash Street Kids start?
I don't know. The Bash Street Kids,
1950s, I think, Kyle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This goes back to like
1880.
Again, Palmer Cox was a British aristocrat in America. You know, I mean, it's just
you guys going for another 45 minutes, because I'm gonna have to leave you to it, and then I come.
I'm gonna have to go in a minute because I've got a Whatnot show coming up.
I needed to come back and see Mark. I haven't been doing well, as you can tell, Mark.
I can see that, Kyle. How's your mum?
You and Darren gonna go for another 45.
I'll do whatever the guys want to do. If Carl's too ill to go on, then we can stop. If he wants to say some comments,
I need to spend some time with you guys. Is what I need to do. That's why.
Yeah, you should have woken up, mate. Unfortunately,
I'm in a rough way. I was basically up all night, then slept in the day.
Yeah, I thought something was up when you didn't come on. Well, I'm gonna flag off, watch a film with the missus. So I'll come back in 45 minutes and end the stream. All right, guys.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, have a good one
today. See you later, Mark.
See you guys.
Yeah. Cheerio,
But
guys.
yeah, I've had a rough couple of weeks, couple of months, whatever, but nothing compared to what my poor mom's going through right now. So
Is she in hospital still?
well, she's going through chemo and radiation and stuff at home. Because chemo now, they send you home with a bag and a monitor and things like that. So I ain't talking out of turn. Everybody already knows that. So, but we went down to see her this past weekend. Had my granddaughter on Saturday and was crawling all around with her, and then drove out of town to spend the day with Mom Sunday. And my body's been in turmoil ever since. And it just finally caught up to me today. I had the snot knocked out of me earlier. So, but I wanted to catch up and see everybody. I got to go back and watch the rest of this later on today. But you guys have been showing stuff like I was in the thread, just laying claims to all those original.
Aaron was sort of showing stuff through some sort of filter. But yeah, some great stuff.
Yeah, I need to. I wouldn't mind at least one issue of the original Hulk series. You know, of course, I'd like all 6, but I'm running out of big things to trade because you two are getting the biggest things I got, and then what I'm getting back, I'm kind of keeping so that I could pass it on. So.
Well, that Mickey Mouse finally sold for a decent sum of money, Kyle.
You gotta love that. That was what you turned $500 trade into that.
Yeah. So I traded I did a big trade with Kyle last year. It was about $10,000 trade. One of the items Kyle traded with me was a little Mickey Mouse thing from 1933. Was it? I think it was 33.
Hold on a minute. Hey, Bill.
Coming.
Come here.
He's in trouble.
What did I do this time?
If you're not right here with us, mute your mic. You're doubling us over when you're talking out there.
Oh, well, I'll be here then.
Okay, we'll be here. Okay, now go back to it, Mark.
This Mickey Mouse, it was basically Mickey Mouse number 2. Anyway, I sent it off. Carl gave it to me. I sent it off to CGC for grading, and it came back as a 6.5 white pages, right? So the previous one of these that had sold, there's only about 8 of these on the CGC census, and this was the second highest graded, the top grade being the proof copy. So the previous sale had been a 4.0, which sold for 400. So I gave Carl 500 on the trade. Anyway, so I sent it off. I was really pleased when it came back. So I thought I'll sell this through Heritage. So I took some comics into Heritage in about March this year, including this Mickey Mouse thing. Heritage, CGC had called it the Mickey Mouse number 1. So when Heritage got it, they said, well, this isn't Mickey Mouse number 1. This is Mickey Mouse number 2. So it's wrongly got a wrong label on it. So we need to send it back to CGC to get it relabeled.
Which apparently they'll do for free.
No, they do for free. But Heritage didn't tell me what they were doing. So it just disappeared. And I didn't know where it was.
Oh,
and then they said, oh, well, because I'm working through the London office. The woman in the London office contacts America, and then it gets back. She says, oh, they've sent it back to CGC. So about 4 months later, I haven't heard anything. So I contacted them and I said, CGC are turning stuff around in about 2 weeks at the moment. This has taken 4 months. Where is it? Oh, don't know. Have you lost it? Don't know where it is. So, we're talking about one of the top auction houses in the world here. I appear to have lost my... Anyway, suddenly it appears, after I've asked them to give me a value and what they're going to do insurance-wise, eventually they discover it and they put it up for auction. So it went up for auction 3rd of December, and it sold for $2,000, which is a really good
crap.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, really good price.
Great. Thank you, Kyle.
Yeah.
Now,
Mark,
the other ones.
I'm gonna scratch your gray matter here because I know, like a couple of them bottomed out, but for smaller amounts. But you told me if there was a plus minus, I could get a little back in trade. So, can I get a few bills in trade leaned on that?
You might be able to. There's a few minuses as well.
Yeah, some of those made no sense.
I know.
That $36 9.8. That was like a
really
scam.
bad. I'm working out the type of things that work at Heritage.
Yeah,
this is the type of thing that works at Heritage. I think some of those bound volumes you've got, Darren, would work at Heritage. That's the only place you're going to get any decent money for them.
Yeah. I'm going to have a real long conversation with you about this.
Yeah.
Or you can get a trade deal from me, but there you go. Yeah, Mark, have you seen his bound Atlas from the 1950s? The Atlas Westerns he's got?
I've seen them. Yeah, we've looked at some of these bound volumes. They've lost all the covers.
The Atlas ones he's got from the 50s have all the covers.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Yeah. Right. Atlas Westerns. They're amazing from like 1952. Okay, they're unbelievable.
So we've seen some
Kid Colt stuff, yeah?
Yeah, the Kid Colt stuff.
Yeah, that kind of stuff, yeah.
Like the early issues of Kid Colt, and it's bound, and they're mind-blowing because it has all the covers, all the gloss. They're gorgeous.
Yeah, I think they're reboxed again.
We've looked at some of these bound ones tonight, Kyle, and it almost makes you cry. There's a Wonder Woman 29 where they've taken the cover off.
Hey, boy, look at this. How many's in there? There's about 20 issues in there.
Yeah.
What was that one, Mark, that you said it was the first appearance of Sad Sack?
That was the one.
That's Yank. First appearance of Sad Sack is in Yank magazine.
No, it's not. It's in True, whatever it was. Yeah, look, you've got some ancient
Classics Illustrated book, right?
Yeah.
Inside is Wonder Woman from 1948, issue 27.
With the cover removed. It's so
Bill! Bill!
Because my son well, on the orders,
Bill!
He's in
You
the world
ding dong. No, see, now if they did it like that, those are remaindered books. If they did them without, that's professionally done.
We think
those
it's
are
not.
remaindered books.
That's possible, yeah.
What they did with those is they tore the cover to get the money back and then remaindered them to make it.
Oh, that's
because that's the other Classics Illustrated one. But
yeah,
that's got Classics Illustrated in it.
If it doesn't come with a cover and it's professionally done, those are considered remaindered books.
With the wife killing a girl that's having an affair with
Bill!
Whatever that guy's in, Convict.
Bill, come here, Mike.
Yeah. And
I'll try and call him. You're making yourself cough. I'm just waiting for him to be quiet for a second. Bill! Bill!
Well-respected white culture.
No chance. Maybe
Guys,
he did mute it.
I'm going to have to
Maybe
go,
he muted
guys.
it the wrong way.
I'm going to have to go, guys, because I've got a live whatnot coming up. So
Okay. Great to get you on finally at the same time as me.
Put a price together for me for that stuff I'll possibly put aside.
It's probably a good idea to talk separately at length, Mark, because there's so much to discuss.
Maybe we just have a you and me conversation.
Hey, Mark, when are you on Whatnot again?
I'm on tonight at 10 o'clock.
All right. I'll pop in there. I've been missing you there, too.
Yeah. Okay, so I need to get prepped for that. So I'll see you later, guys.
See ya.
See you soon, Mark.
Right,
Bill!
Bill!
We don't know what we have. We expect the law.
I wonder if he's muted it the wrong way so he can't hear us and he hasn't muted it out.
Yeah, well, he just got to mute his mic, but it's just the echo. It's overtaking everything there.
Yeah, it's only when he's
show me some books that are just going to blow my mind.
I have some friends who I
there was this.
would have been more towards.
Got a narrow camera here.
Who laid claims to that one?
No one at the moment, I don't think.
Kind of surprised they didn't pounce on that one.
I think they might not have shown this one yet. Maybe I did. I don't know. Can't remember. But there's a couple. Look, different ones. These are hardback.
Yeah.
That was a weird one. Another one there.
Took us 18 years to pay it off, which I don't think that was too bad.
Did you see the True Comics one?
It's not even like.
Yeah, I love those. I can't believe those are so cheap.
It was a bound volume that's no longer bound, but they're still glued together.
Well, that's in the early stages. They didn't complete it, and it didn't have all the covers to it either, did it? See what they did? Like it's surrounded by 2 non-remaindered comics, filled with remaindered comics. So that's what they did back then. So to use them for, they'd make some money off of them. Pay $5 to have it bound together, and then charge $10 and make $5 out of it.
And then my friend
or whatever,
I was just about to show this one when you arrived, I think.
But he had this carousel foundation. Well,
yeah, Bill would shit if he saw that one.
Well, he should come over here and have a shit.
He's just missing out. Now, granted, I mean, he's in a shop talking with his buddies, surrounded by great books. So
True.
Yeah, if I was into DC or Miracle Man or whatever, I'd be all about those. But
I have of San Antonio stuff.
A ton of these.
Yeah, that's a great problem to have. Oh yeah, that could be on my pile. My grandkid will love that. You can stack that one for me. I got to stack up on the Spider-Mans for the kids.
The carousel for Brackenridge Park, these guys made. So then somebody repainted. They were repainted millions of times probably. And someone repainted.
You have 2 of them?
1994. Well, when
you got 3 of them.
He said, I think this is
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you pick the middle one out for me, that'd be great.
This probably is a newer one.
Well, it's not just cover based, but let's have a look what's inside.
It's got, there's even a dachshund with eyes, well, under the saddle.
Yeah, I got rid of all my Spider-Man, then it turns out my grandnephew and my grandson love Spider-Man, so now I got to restock back up on Spider-Man.
Isn't that crazy? And so, I own some things, but I want to do something with them.
What year is that?
This, it's tricky to say. It's 12 and 6/6, so it's pretty old.
But I worry about I don't worry about the carousel.
Very hard to say unless
you're outside. I don't worry about the carousel horse, but
it's in Roman numerals for 1969.
You can throw that on my pile too if you want.
We need to get it repainted because the paint job really kind of crappy on it. But
79?
9, yeah, don't need that. That's a great
you need
time,
that or you don't need that?
Don't need that.
Slap.
There was a Wonder Woman.
Nice.
1981.
Hey man, I'm so glad this is great time. Like just knock off and talk about it. Thank you so much for lunch too. I'm so happy, dude. I'm super happy. I'm gonna tune in.
Bill's on his way over.
I need that for my wife.
That is nice. Yeah, get that, Kyle. That's a beautiful annual.
I need that for my wife. Hey, Bill, you ding dong.
When
you walk away from that, hit mute. You keep
that
out.
I did. It's been mute for 10 minutes.
It hadn't been muted at all.
Okay, tell me this isn't muted. Am I muted?
No.
Am I muted?
No.
No?
No.
I wasn't muted?
No, you're not muted. Yeah, you can stack both those in my way.
Even when I do this, I'm not muted?
No.
You
can hear me?
Yeah.
Not if you can hear me.
No.
You can.
You're muting yourself.
I can't even hear it's totally silent. Okay, let me try this. Hold on a second.
All you gotta do is X out the mic. You're still there.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Still hear me.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Pardon my French, folks.
You were right. He was muting himself, but he wasn't muting us.
There was this
77 Sunset Strip.
Kooky, lend me your comb.
Right, let's see what else we got. I was working down this pile here. We got to the end of that one. There was a Superboy.
Nice. Hey, it sounds like Bill's muted now.
Yeah. No, we can't hear you. Oh, yeah. Okay, this was the pile I was on. So this was just going to be like a fun pile of stuff. Is very sort of TV and film related. What's this one? Space Precinct. Have you heard of that? Jerry Anderson?
No, I don't even remember that.
I don't either. Check out the look of them on the back cover.
Nice.
This was a British series on TV called Danger. Have you heard of it?
No.
UX from World War II.
Uxby sounds like a football team.
No, UXB. It's military. Unexploded bomb. So this was about a team of people going in World War II defusing bombs.
You realize that's supposed to be
Harry Anderson would have done.
That's a UEO.
UEO. What's that?
UEO, unexploded ordnance.
Yeah.
Fame. There's a great one. That has a great Rocky Horror bit in it. Wonder if it shows them going to Rocky Horror.
I don't know.
If it shows them going to Rocky Horror, I may want that just for a random piece of Rocky Horror ephemera. It's got my friend Sal Piro in it, who started the Rocky Horror. Sal Piro started the Rocky Horror fan club.
Can't see it.
Lindsay Wagner, what a beauty.
He's gone away and he's not muted it again. This is soft.
Joe 90.
It's a soft one, like it can bend.
Nice. With all that black and white, I'm not surprised you Brits love American books more because the color, it makes it pop more. But TV Detective Annual, Kojak. I get Kojak a lot.
Ah, you know what? This is do you know Bodie and Doyle? I bet you don't. Those two, Bodie and Doyle. That's MI5.
Bodie and Doyle.
That's
not
called
a
The
clue.
Professionals.
Not a clue.
Huh. Then there was this, which is a bound volume, right?
Just so they know.
Are you ready for this?
No, I'm not.
I got that Thrilling Comics.
Check that out.
You have that?
I don't have that bound volume, but I've got that Thrilling Comics.
Now I don't know whether these are, thrilling comics.
I definitely want that because I have the book that's on the cover.
That's excellent. So is that like an early annual kind of thing?
No, I think this is a bound volume again.
I definitely want that on my pile. But
Kyle,
I've got that Thrilling Comics. That's like an early 60s ACG thing.
Did you see that they had a character named the Boogeyman? It was spelled Bugey, not Boogy or Bogey.
Princess. Yeah, it's the first appearance. That's the first appearance of Princess Panther.
Is she important?
No, she's like in that Zagra and stuff like that. Damn it, you're gonna make me go upstairs. Keep that handy. I'm gonna go inside for a minute to warm up. I got some stuff to show too. I don't know if Gray's gonna make me bigger, but that's the first appearance of Princess Panther, and I don't remember the date on it. I got it off of Mark's compatriot, Alan.
That's good.
Yeah, keep that on my pile. Hold on a second. I'm going to go grab this.
This was a British Saturday morning kids TV show. Tis was. Today is Saturday. Watch and smile. It stood for. Oh. Kung Fu annual hardback. Bill.
Yeah.
I need a theme tune from you.
You need what?
A theme tune. Are you ready?
Yes. These men were blah 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 blah. Hannibal Lecter. Hannibal. What was his name? Hannibal what?
Hannibal Smith.
Hannibal Smith. Face. Mr. T.
There he is.
They are the A team. True story. My friends and I, there were three of us that were white guys. There was one of us that was this very large black guy, and we were friends. One night after we were leaving a bar, we got in this big ass fight with these guys that just started crap with us for no reason. And this guy so we call ourselves the B team after that. What happened was one guy came after me with a machete, but he was so messed up, I literally walked around him and grabbed it from him, and he goes, "Oh man, what are you, a ninja?" And I wasn't a ninja. I'm Bill Field. I mean, it was not that big a deal, but all my friends saw me do that, and you wrestled that machete. I didn't wrestle it. I walked around the guy and just grabbed it when he was thought, where'd he go? And I'm not that fast a guy. It was just funny. And then my friend Zach, who's black, he was like, no, I'm not going to put up with these shenanigans with you guys. He started schooling them like a school marm or so. It was so weird. And they all listened to him. He goes, if I touch any of you, you may not make it out alive. And I think he was totally full of bullshit, but they all scrammed. And so everyone was like, saying we were heroes and stuff, which we were not. But I thought it was so funny that, the machete guy thought I was, a ninja because I was faster than he was because he was, S-faced, so to speak.
Yeah.
Kyle, tell us what's going on.
Hey, Darren, hold up that Thrilling Comics again.
Dun, dun, dun. Thrilling.
Wow, look at that. Oh, it's slightly different. Look at the top on it. Maybe it's not. Oh, yeah. That actually says 6D in Great Britain there.
Yeah. And this is number 56. It's number 56. They took that out too.
It is tiny. Yeah, which way do we go? Look, it's there, but it's been chopped off. Look.
Yeah.
But this is like a British variant cover of that,
Well, it's more than it's several issues if it's that thick, because mine's just a regular comic book.
Hold on. Look at what about the bottom corner? Have you got anything like that?
Yeah, Doc Strange.
So hold on a minute. How thick is yours?
It's just a regular comic book. That's just a couple of bound remainders. That's what that is.
Right.
That's a couple issues, just a remainder, and they use that as the cover.
Somewhere out there is a bound remainder with some mega keys in it,
Yeah.
Because what they put in seems to be pretty random. It's not the same. It's not, you get a bound one. It's not like the same 6 comics inside. It's just a mixture of whatever they had left over.
That looks like 2 or 3 running issues of this, because it had the Princess Panther in it and stuff like that. So it's like 2 or 3 running issues of this, and it's if the covers are in it, it's it's an official bound volume.
Yeah,
if the covers aren't in it, it's remaindered books.
Right. So there's something weird though in this, right? That whatever it is at the back So all the way through it, I'll see if I can show. Look, the tops of the pages. Look, there's nothing at the tops of the pages, but in the back, there's. Let me see if I can try and get this on the. Yeah, there. Do you see the red marks at the very top? Here.
Yeah.
It's page numbers, and so this page number is. There's something in the back that had 48 pages.
Yeah.
And they're the page numbers at the top. But I think that could be a different kind of comic. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they just, like I said, they just kind of like it'll be from a particular company or whatever, and then you know what they did when they returned them, right? They got to tear off.
They tear off the top
cut
half.
Off
the title, effectively.
Yeah, Aces. That's like Heroic Comics or whatever. They cut off the top to send it back for a refund. And then they can't resell them, so they tear off the entire cover and then throw them in a bound volume and make it $3. So that's why a lot of people don't want those, is because one, they don't come with the covers, and two, they consider them reprints even though they're not. But the bound ones with the actual covers, the actual front and back covers, that's someone taking the care and time for it. But
this is a really high grade.
Sergeant Bilko. That's shiny.
1961. And inside it's got the UK price.
Yeah. She's a beaut.
Oh, wow. That's bad. High grade, he says, and a page falls out. So it's
when
not,
Bill
no,
comes back, I'll show you a project I've been working on.
You've got a project you've been working on.
Yeah, I started it this week, but like I said, I don't have much energy. I'm not doing too well. Here's a funny thing to see. This isn't my project, but laser etched. It's a laser etched Spider-Man.
That is neat.
Metal piece. That
is neat.
You know, heavy, nice and heavy. But I've taken some of my mini figures, like out of my sets and stuff like that. I did this a while back, where I did an Ant-Man egghead.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like
it's
containment
really cool.
thing. And this is glow in the dark. This is glow in the dark, like Easter egg basket stuff. But I saw these things at the dollar store the other day. And got these for $1. Got these little things for $1. So I'm gonna put this glow in the dark Ghost Rider in it.
That's cool for $1. Well, you can't go wrong for $1.
Now, not the figure, but the case.
Oh, the case.
Yeah, the figure's like a $30 figure.
Right.
But it's a glow in the dark, so I'm gonna take out. I'm gonna finally take this one apart after years, and I'm gonna put some glow in the dark stuff in there with him, and have that as display. I think I had an idea for these for my John Constantine,
right?
But this one, I think the only thing that's gonna fit in it is the Atom. So I got to figure out some kind of, like, I'm thinking of putting some glitter in there and having him fall through molecules or something like that. But I think I'm going to take this Constantine and put it in here and surround him by a whole bunch of weird stuff and give these a break for a while. But I don't know. This hasn't seen the light of day for a minute. Yeah, that's been in there so long. He's made it embedded indention in the stuff there. And then to get her to stand up, I had to take some wiring.
Oh, yeah.
Hook it to her ankle.
Yeah.
But I need to put these back inside the Avengers thing. Because I got an Avengers box of 90s Toy Biz team things with the ants and stuff. But I want to take out some of this glow in the dark stuff and see how it looks inside with Ghost Rider. God, I forgot how I did all this up there, and styrofoam coming out of it and all kind of stuff. I got real artsy fartsy creative with this.
Brilliant.
Where did the scissors go?
So who was the Vampirella fan? Oh, that was it was Mark. He's probably got this anyway. Look, here's a monster book.
Well, that's
It's a
the first
hardback.
Issue. That
Oh, that's Dynamite. Yeah. That's the new stuff, but they did think smart. Oh no, it's the old stuff in black and white.
Well,
Dynamite released it.
Yeah, it's this is modern. It was $50. This.
That's cute.
So it's modern times.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the Dynamite stuff with some.
So
I got the license. Since they got the licensing, since Dynamite got the licensing rights, they'd reprint.
But they got the licensing rights from Harris Comics, who
it says contains original published in Vampirella magazine 1-7.
Nice.
Oh, that's all classic stuff.
What about this one?
Barbarella.
That's terrific.
That's Italian, isn't it?
No, it's French, isn't it? I think Barbarella is French.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's pretty old because look at this is the price sticker. I think that's 30 shillings.
So shillings would be English.
I'm going to take the dust jacket off for a second.
Check this. That looks like my Emmanuel books and stuff that they like.
Yeah, no, you're right.
But this is
beautiful too. Stuff, though. Look at that. Oh, that's fantastic. You know, I think I had a copy of that in
1966.
I think I had a copy of that in college, which would have been the early 80s. And that's a great book. You know, Barbarella was, and even the movie version, I thought was fantastic. Whoa! What is that? That's so
just a little thing in the bottom corner.
It's almost like a bookmark, or not bookmark. What do you call it?
A book plate.
Yeah, book plate.
But nice.
But it's in a weird place, right, Kyle? Because it's normally on the first inside page that's blank.
Yeah, that's like this book belongs to kind of thing. An Ex Libris.
Yeah. What are you doing there, Kyle?
Something with my superheroes. I'm going to put some glow-in-the-dark stuff in here with my Ghost Rider.
Oh, that's so cool. I'll be right back.
See how this looks.
Let me see.
I don't know. I don't want it to overtake him too much, but
but that's great. Oh, that makes it way cooler, way creepier too. What action is that? An older action figure?
It's like a 90s glow-in-the-dark Ghost Rider.
Oh, I love that, man.
This is from my 90s Toy Biz Avengers set, the Ant-Man that I took apart. The Adam and Constantine are newer, but I'm going to cover this up so my cat don't get it. Yep, that's the idea that I had with that I wanted to do on the show, but yeah, Bill.
He's gone. He's back with Joe.
Yeah, that'd be a definite cool add to this. Now,
definitely, yeah.
Let me give you a rundown because more than likely, any of those books inside of that come from the same timeline as this one. There'll be like a. God. All I'm doing is tearing this cheap sleeve on this thing. It's Mylar, but it can't take the tape. Tape going straight to the garbage. Not going to touch the books. So that run of books would be see the covers torn on the back and all kind of stuff. The cover's in rough shape, but the interiors are fine. So
what's the first page inside? It's not the Wizard then. That's my
Thrilling
first
headlines.
Ah, that's my first page, right? So that's definitely different.
The Commando Cubs. There's page 2. So I said that's just a remainder thrown together. That first part of that book isn't even this book. You have to probably go
I think
58 pages deep to get to this.
I think it's just the title, Thrilling Comics. You know, that's what you're getting in this book is Thrilling Comics.
Well, the Princess Panther is from this book.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, go to the Princess Panther.
That one there, the double spread. No way. That is the same.
Yeah, that's what I said. They just throw together books.
So that's not your page 1 though, is it?
No, that's the middle of the book.
What was your first page? What was your very first page in that again?
It's like thrilling adventure stories tag thing. That's what I said. That's like 3 different books. Yeah, that's page 2 and 3. The Commando Cubs. That's page 2 and 3.
Aha, was that page 1 then?
That was page 1.
Right,
Yeah, that's
so there we go. Right,
that's just a remaindered mess, is what that is.
That's the third, and there are 5. It looks like there's 5 books in here.
Yeah, and they just kind of patchworked it together.
Yeah,
just to make a bank. So that's why I said the market on them is not big because they're remainder patchwork, but there's a handful of people that find them insanely cool. You know, it should be much more valuable than it is. Now, did you see any kind of dates in those things?
No.
Yeah.
In the ones from the Thrilling Comics ones?
1946.
Yeah, makes sense. There's a bunch of remainder stuff here that's all in the same age range. Bound ones, I mean.
1946. Yeah, they were being fastidious. And it's a way to make a 10 pence or a shilling or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
They just did the math. The glue cost this many pence. The bounding costs this. We can charge that. Let's make a quarter. Let's make $1. Let's make a pound or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, any way to make the smallest amount of money. Yeah. And that's the way they do it, is they'd resell them, which it stayed that way for a while. Then they really started cracking down on, refunds and stuff like that, because they legitimately didn't sell them. You know, you couldn't move that many comic books, and then they'd get bent over and the covers would get damaged. It'd break away from there. Yeah. And they're like, well, we've got this stack of paper. Throw it in there. Got to deal with this guy. You know, we do 10 of these, pay even less. Get a few extra bits and bobs. And yeah, there were some old great stories that came from that. The way guys were just being creative to make just the smallest amount of money, 3 cents per on these things. Yeah. Well, it add up that 50 cents in a day would make a world of difference.
Yeah, totally. Right. Well, what do you want to do then, Carl? I've got the last box.
I want to ask you a question because I opened my eBay again yesterday for the first time in forever. And I've been watching that FF48 you got posted on there forever.
Oh, God, yeah, it's still on there. I completely forgot about it, yeah.
Yeah, you need to pop that off there and throw that on my pile.
Do you know what? Where the hell have I put it? Right, I took it out because it's in my normal stock boxes, but I took it off the shop. And someone bought in an order this week, number 50 or 49, I don't know, some consecutively next issue in the box. And I was like, I must take this out. So I did take it out, and I think it's still downstairs on top of the boxes, ready to put it in your pile. I don't think I put it in. I want
a 49 and 50 eventually too, but I just my drive to pile these up is getting harder and harder every day because I can't even hide how much pain I'm in.
Yeah.
I could have popped up and it would have been pretty obvious. I'm not stupid, and I can't be farting around up there like I want to and need to. But I'm trying to save energy because my nephew is going to come up, my grandnephew is going to come up, and we're going to go through 100 boxes. The hell, I'm going to send him home with a short box again. But I'm gonna whittle them down, and I got a want list. I got to type this thing out. I got to update it and type it out and send it to people. And I need to send it to you and be like, any of these you can check off the list, great. But the problem is, when the list is done, I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but it's going to take a while to fix it.
No, it really isn't.
No,
that's the problem. No, it really no. I want so few, and I don't want complicated stuff.
Yeah,
there's some bigger books like X-Men 94 and 95, but I've had a shot in the last year. I've had a shot at those 3 different times in trade deals. It's just not that hard. I want a wartime Marvel or wartime timely superhero.
Yeah,
that's always been at my fingertips. Always. I've either had the cash to just go out and get it, or now that I don't have the cash, I got the trade bait to just go get it.
Here's Bill, man.
Here I am.
Hey.
So, how long are we going to run today?
I reckon when Greg comes back, it'll be like another 15 minutes or so.
I've been in and out all day. I apologize, but I'm also...
It's all right. Hey, if they're looking to trade any of those Hulks, I'd be good with that too.
Yeah, I'll put you in contact with Phil. Phil's always open to a good trade. So,
but Bill, I'm literally running out of good trade bait. But I always wanted an original 6. One of the original 6 of the Hulk. I'm not even picky.
I know.
The original 6. So, but then again, I don't want it because when I get it, it's going to be like, all right, I got it. Now what?
Right.
Now what? It's like my world travel. My wife goes on trips now, and I'm like, you go ahead and go and enjoy. Don't be bogged down by me. Been there, done that. There's so few places she can go I'd like to go to that I haven't been to.
Right.
If it's in the States, been there. Where are you going to go that I haven't been in the States?
Probably Europe, too.
Almost nowhere. Go around the world. It's like, yeah, been there. Been to Cairo. Nowhere near like Mark got to play around in it, but I've been to Cairo.
That's awesome, though. Yeah. Darren,
been to Thailand. Love that story.
Yeah.
Love that story.
That's rated X, but
my Thailand story is rated G. Except for the lead up where we had to watch the films on what you could catch. My Thailand story is rated G.
That's pretty funny. Darren,
and then my Cairo story is the dumbest. You ever heard my Cairo story, Darren?
Please go right ahead, Kyle.
It's a fairly short story. I'm over in the Middle East. I'm a Marine. I have a top secret security clearance. Therefore, I can do certain things. Well, I had to carry a football. Now, the main football is the nuclear codes. Hey, Paolo. The main football is the nuclear codes handcuffed to the guy that's following the president. That's the main football. But they call it football, which in America isn't the soccer ball. It's an actual football. They call it football.
It's an egg. It's a hand egg.
Yeah. They call in the military, they call a football any parcel or whatever that has to be handcuffed to you and an attaché case and things. So I get shipped off to Ankara, Turkey, and get this attaché case attached to my wrist. Now I'm a Marine in camouflage fatigues and a pistol, and I get on an airplane in Ankara, Turkey. I go to the U.S. Embassy in Ankara, Turkey, and then they take me to an airplane. I get on an airplane. They fly me down to Cairo, Egypt. I go into the U.S. Embassy in Cairo, Egypt. I lay my hand on a table, and a full-bird colonel takes the handcuff off, opens up the attaché, and there's out of my periphery, I saw 3 pieces of paper. So it's like 3 to 5 pieces of paper. He spread it out. There's some messages. Now, granted, this is the early fax days. This is the early 1991. But this was a small bit of information that was relayed to him. They took it off my hand. They set me down. They said, all right, you can do this, this, and this, and you got to be here. And then at this time, you're going to get back in this car. We're going to fly you back to Ankara, Turkey. And then from Ankara, Turkey, you're going to be loaded back up and hauled back in. So basically, I spent a day and a half bouncing around the Middle East for 3 pieces of paper. To relay 3 pieces of paper.
That's
armed on an airplane.
Awesome.
So, but
awesome.
that's how I got into Cairo, was carrying a football with some papers in it.
Awesome.
Which might have entailed troop movements, relaying information to the big shots.
Of course, it was the nuclear football that he'd taken from the president.
Yeah.
I would never, ever want the nuclear football.
Me either.
Bill, quick, while he's lighting a cigarette, he can't talk now. Quick.
Yes, go.
That is a very Wonder Woman type drinks holder you've got there.
So this is the Texas Institution. It's Whataburger, and they've had that logo since the 50s. But yes, they're Texas. They just got bought out by a major company, and so I think they're in like 6 states now. So they've changed. They're still good. However, a couple of weeks ago, I got a burger and I opened it up to see what was in it, make sure the tomatoes look good and stuff. It literally looked like the patty had a bite taken out of it. And so I called, and they're like, oh, well, that's okay. We'll replace the burger. I wanted to call corporate, but I didn't get around to it in a timely time. But their burgers are fantastic. And Joe brought up 2 burgers today. Their fries are great. They're no Wimpies. Do you guys still have Wimpies over there?
No, it's gone as far as I'm aware over here.
Wimpies is gone. Damn it. But I'd gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger.
For a hamburger today.
Yeah. Speaking of Wimpies, right when I first popped to see you guys playing, you were saying there was a Popeye with a Thimble Theater in it. You know, Thimble Theater is where Popeye started in 1929.
But it was already a 10-year-old strip when he showed up. It started in 1919, right?
Or 1919, not
No. You're right though. Popeye first premiered in 29. It took the strip 10 years to a Popeye. I mean, and once Popeye showed up, hey man, so olive oil was around 10 years before Popeye showed up. Not many people know that.
Bill, I've been trying to get you for ages now, so I've got you.
Yes.
Right, I've got you.
Yes.
I was going to ask you if the guy on camera at the back of the shop, is that the owner of the shop?
No. Come on over, Joe. This is Joe. This is my friend who's a police officer here in San Antonio.
Oh, he's the police officer. He's still there.
Yeah, San Antonio. But and he lives very close to here. But he and I have been friends for 3 or 4 years on Facebook. And until I came down here, we never got to hang out. And he's one of my best friends these days. We get to have quality time. He's trying to show me how to get us on the Google map, so to speak.
Yeah.
And
from a distance, that chest thing looks like the bat symbol.
Yeah, but it's bat moose from Alaska. Isn't that?
There you go.
It's a moose. Isn't that great? I love that.
Here's an unoriginal one for you. Hey, Joe, where you going with that gun in your hand?
I'd like to introduce you to my friend Jimmy.
I'm like Paladin. I'm traveling.
Yeah. Have gun, we'll travel. Da, 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 da. That's an old TV Western here in the States. I don't know if you've ever heard it, but it's a great show, by the way.
If it had been, sorry to disappoint you, I don't want to deflate you or anything, but I was looking for the owner of the shop.
No, he's traveling. Yeah, next week I'll try to have Phil on board because Phil
only because
here.
while I'm here and he would be there, but I'll tell you just the same, Bill. In terms of this is the limit of my marketing knowledge, right?
Yes.
Because I know that you're doing your best on Facebook to advertise the shop.
Well, I just started helping him on Saturday of last week, so I'm open to anything you want to tell me, and I am going to implement everything that makes sense to me, which probably anything you say will make sense. So, well, yeah.
You know what? When I've done Splat comics in the early days, and I used to have a shop years ago, and I've tried every single type of paid marketing. And you know what it got me? Nothing. Every time you pay for some marketing, in my opinion, based on my experience, nothing. I've done newspaper adverts. I've done paid adverts on Facebook. I've done posters and leaflets around the town. I've done comic-related magazine, full-page adverts, cost a fortune.
Hold on just a second.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you, by any chance, have any figurines of the monsters? I've got Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. There. I mean, you put on Google, you're on Amazon.
I think this Constantine is like 2 millimeters too tall to fit in this.
Oh, does that chop his legs off? Put some of that glow in the dark foam around him, that floss, and no one will ever know you chopped his legs off.
Get in there. This is the idea I had, but he is so stiff. There is no give in him, but Constantine's my favorite. My favorite DC character.
Please come back. Let's see. Have a great day.
What's going on in the chat? I see moose, but no squirrel. Moose, but no squirrel.
Here comes Bill. Here come the guys.
So, someone who showed up wanting Munster figures. Munsters figures. You never know what we're going to get down here. Of course,
So,
nobody's flying today, but maybe later. But
continuing.
Yes.
Yeah. So I did everything right, and I spent quite a bit of money trying to get increased hits on the shop.
Right.
It came to nothing. Every time I paid, it just seemed to be wasted. So I gave up. I gave up on Facebook, right, completely. And then sometime later, I think I got a CGC comic, or I was going to send some comics off to CGC. So I put something on Facebook in a Facebook group, and Facebook had been rubbish for me, so I just left it. And about 24 hours later, I looked, because I have a web counter on the site to show how many visits they've been.
Oh, that's great.
I look at this Ghost Rider from Kal-El.
I love that, man. It looks like green smoke. I love that.
It is glow in the dark. So anyway,
really great. Keep going.
So what happened was 24 hours later, my web hits had gone crazy. And it turned out that I'd made a mistake in the post in the group, and I'd overpriced something wrongly, and the group had attacked me, and other people were defending me, and even I wasn't even looking at Facebook because I don't know how to use it. There was a huge argument on Facebook that became very drama, and it produced a huge amount of hits on my website. And I was like, wow, this is absolutely nuts, because I didn't pay for that. And so the trick was, as from this whole experience that I've had,
is piss somebody off.
The answer, well, no, actually, it's not to make some drama and do something wrong. But,
start some drama.
although that can work pretty well.
That might be one lesson too, but that's down the road.
The key was in using Facebook, you've got to use the right piece of Facebook, not paying for adverts, not just using your own stream and hoping that people magically find you. The place to go hunting on Facebook is in groups. So you know that groups exist, right? For comic-related guys, for comic-related groups. And also there'll be some like San Antonio local groups too. Maybe not comic-related, but San Antonio-related.
I have my
That's where you put your adverts.
And I have my Field of Comics group, which people are from all over the place.
Yeah.
And I could probably sell on there. I hadn't even thought about that. But that might be a great place to sell, because It's also important that you have people that are buyers, friends that you know are active buyers in comics. Like on the EC group, oh my God, those guys will buy anything because it's so hard to find good EC stuff. Oh my God, you post something on there, it's boom,
Yeah.
And Field of Comics, we're kind of lighthearted. We're kind of all over the place. Joe posts some great stuff on there. Like, I think he posted Bigfoot and Wild Boy last week after one of the Croft brothers died. But that's the kind of stuff that gets a lot of hits. Well, they produced, merchandise from it. And so people are talking about things they have. And that gets more like involvement for the group. So I'm thinking about, and we do have a page for the store. Just because Phil's been so busy, I haven't been made an admin yet, but I will as soon as he gets back into probably today. And I want to start posting on our actual page too. And I want to make him realize how much money we can make if we sell online. Because I think we can sell with what we've got. Oh my God, we've got just
absolutely.
Absolutely. We just have to figure out how to do the postage, but that shouldn't be difficult. And
that's the easy bit,
And I would rather be doing that than bagging and boarding and making money.
All right, fellas. It's gone 10 o'clock now. You've had an extra 10 minutes. So I'm gonna have to put it to bed now because we're literally going to bed.
So okay,
putting the kids to bed.
Have a great week.
Yeah,
thanks, Joe.
Nice
guest this week.
Nice meeting you, Mr. Policeman.
Mr. Copman.
Anybody on Whatnot, jump over and check out Mark's Whatnot going on because that's where I'm